taser. You know what I mean? You gotta watch that. But, the cool ones have the stuff that you really want, and they have the new product section. You know,
Brian does some cool stuff. Incentives, darts in the ceiling. He's got coolers of Gatorade. Check him out on his on that Twitter feed on Hey Matco Man, and you'll see for yourself. And unlike unlike some of the guys who follow you with the taser, sometimes you can have a drink with your Matco Man, and we'll follow it up with the CDB. I know Vince is digging this stuff, and we'll be back with more Motormouth Radio in a minute. Keep it where you got it.
Wow, that's like crazy loud music. What are you listening to?
The best music on the radio. Come on, this is the Iron Age.
The what age?
The Iron Age, the show that brings you various types of heavy metal music from all over the spectrum.
Really? I've never heard of it. How do you know so much about it?
I'm the host.
Wait, if you're the host, how do you drive in this car and on the radio at the same time?
Come on, don't ask so many questions. The Iron Age with me, Justin Sullivan, delivers the best variety of heavy metal music that you could ever ask for. Only on the Iron Age will you find music as ridiculously heavy as Meshuggah and Oceano, along with chill and relaxing tunes like Tool and Deftones.
Well, that sounds cool and all, but I think I'm just going to listen to something else.
Ooh, I think that's going to be a problem. I think you're going to have to find another ride then.
What?
Every sound, every note, including the bass, on this track is played by a monkey.
American Hit Radio, Wednesdays and Fridays at 5 p.m. on the Voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
And I'm sitting here drinking, trying to keep from thinking I'm losing my troubles away.
Well, the tune on this track isn't played by a monkey, but I tell you what, on Motormouth Radio, Ray Guarino and Joe D are back in tune. We're going to go back to the phones. We're going to go back to the fun and say, hi, you're on with the Motormouths.
Hey, how you doing? It's Steve Webb.
Hey, Steve, how are you?
Steve.
We're doing good. But I'm fascinated by the electric thing, electric tools and things like that. And,
right.
Basically, I'm like the all-electric body man. I got away from air, simply because you have to, especially in a body shop, you have to run like a big 10 horsepower compressor.
Right.
Okay, to use one air ratchet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the amount of savings, from electricity by using electric tools are phenomenal.
Right.
And
they're just a lot easier.
Basically, at the shop, I do use all electric ratchets and things like that. Battery-powered ratchets. But also when it comes to sanding, instead of using an air-powered DA and everything, I'm using the Fez tool, electric.
That's true. That's something I had not considered. Fez?
Oh, right. And basically, what's good about it is that you don't have to run a big 10 horsepower compressor to one little DA sander. And now with the brushless motors coming into play, they're making the tools a lot smaller and lighter. So
right.
It really takes the place of air.
The other thing I didn't think of is you don't have to worry about tripping over the hoses or getting that. Like it's like when you're out fishing. I guess you could ask any fisherman about this, and I'm sure that they'll tell you. You get your lines crossed out on the water, and now you're in for some trouble. So I've been in some shops where like you're stepping over. It's like lasers in a sci-fi movie. You're stepping over the air hoses and trying not to get.
It's like a scene from one of the Indiana Jones movies. There,
All right.
Yeah,
I hate
and absolutely. And then if you got 10 guys working in the shop, you got 5 air hoses. You're fighting for them. So it's really the way to go. And even spraying paint. Compressorless sprayers are coming about. Turbine air sprayers. They use their own little electric unit, and they produce volumes of air. okay, and you can actually run a spray gun on it and
Wow.
just plug it into the wall, and you're good to go.
That's
amazing. Yeah,
it's amazing. So
things are definitely changing. That compressor's a pain in the butt to maintain. When you first set up a shop, you got to run the network of pipes. You got to find a good spot for the compressor. All right, you got to drain the thing. You got to kiss it on its little head every once in a while. You know what I mean? Then you got to go down. Got to go down to Brooklyn and get the license and blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
blah.
all that's gone.
Yeah,
all that's gone. Yeah,
good.
So it's electric's here to stay.
Yeah,
and I really believe that. And as the battery technology gets better and better, and the cost comes down, you're going to be surprised. What's going to happen in the shop.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for a little better price point, and then I'll jump off the diving board. What do you think the percentage is in your shop, Steve, of the guys using the electric as opposed to old school?
Well, basically, I kind of introduced it, to the shop.
All right.
I was the one who brought in the electric sanders. I had electric tools, electric, impacts and things, and then guys started to buy them also.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always, looking for a better way, and a more economical way and a more portable way of doing things. So I always went out and bought, whatever was new, what I thought that would, it's just common sense stuff, and so I was like the one who brought in the electric Fez tool, and basically when Mike saw it, he goes, "Oh wow, that's fantastic," and then it's vacuum assists, it sucks up all the dust, and body work became a lot greener now,
Sure.
And so we're really working in way better conditions that we did. We got a bad reputation, through the years of being dirty, but we really cleaned up our act with these, tools that are available now.
That's like everything else. Yeah, I think the progress is definitely in the right direction now. Because you walk in a body shop, you come home. You blew your nose in 7 different colors.
I could tell. I've had my car at the shop stuff, and I could tell.
Buzz.
Like we'll get a car down at our shop, the Oceanside shop that came from yours, Steve. And I'll open the door. I'm like, oh yeah, this was in a body shop. You just smell it. You got that body shop smell,
Right.
Which isn't a bad thing.
We cleaned up a lot. We really did. With water-based paints, and everything, and. We're trying to attract, younger guys into the industry, and one of the things that stopped, younger guys from coming into the industry, it's dirty, wants to do that, but now, by, really changing, it's both basically just changing your procedures, and your way of thinking, thinking clean and green, and, we really cleaned up our act.
Well, the other thing, though, is with the battery tools, not only is it cleaner and greener, it actually offers a more productive environment for the individual technician now.
Without a doubt.
So that you could look at that as paramount, or you could look at the clean and green as paramount. However you want to look at it, it's a win-win. So for sure.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm excited with electric technology. And I tell you, and I drove a Tesla, and let me tell you something. I liked it. I liked it. I accepted it. So we'll see where the future takes us.
Times is changing.
So let me ask you this: do you have different generations of battery-powered tools, or are they all about the same age?
Yeah, they're all about the same age. I think I bought my first battery-powered ratchet maybe 5 years ago. Okay. And still the batteries are still good.
Yeah. How often do you find yourself recharging those batteries?
Believe it or not, they last quite a while. I'd say maybe. You always get a set of batteries, though. So one's on charge, and then one's in the gun, and you're ready to go. So I would say maybe every week, every 5 days.
That's great. All right, so you basically only charge it when it needs it. Now, I know lithium-ion, it doesn't matter, but with the last technology, which was, help me, Joe, the...
remember, nickel cadmium.
NiCad, right. Yeah. Those, if you short-charged them, they would take a memory, and they would remember.
They're all gone. Everything's ion, now, and especially, and the booster packs, too. When the booster packs first came out, they were a nightmare. You know, with the NICAD.
Yeah, it was like a diehard inside. Well, it was like a diehard inside of a plastic. Inside of a plastic housing. It was like
big Mama Luca thing. Yeah.
Now they're a lot nicer, right?
Oh, they're good. They're reliable. So
that's excellent.
Yeah, we're good.
Very good. Well,
all right.
I'm glad that we got to hear the body guys end of this. That's something I did not think of, but that's pretty cool to know that they're in on this as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
And Steve,
I am anyway.
And always remember, you have an open invitation to come in, sit with us one Sunday, and talk about this stuff on the other side of the shop bench.
Yes.
Yeah, we do. And then one of the other things, I teach auto body at Bosie's. School's starting up, so maybe I can come in and do a little school days thing.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
That'd be great.
Absolutely.
All right. Good talking to you.
All right, Steve. Thanks for the call.
Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye. That was our good buddy Steve, who works for Mike at the body shop. He's over at the other shop. So
see, it's always nice to have the body guys' input there.
I got to give you a little input on what's coming up on Motor Mouth Radio, Joe.
You didn't let me say it. So what's coming up, Ray?
Sorry, the only other guy that I let call me that. By the way,
I understand that. Well, he told me when he left. He goes, "Don't forget to call him Ray."
Right.
What on that part of the show, he's got to be calling Ray.
For a while, Chris was calling me Rock and Roll Ray. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
It takes too long.
I know. Anyway, next week,
Rock and Ray.
Next week we have Mr. Dave Barden, who's the Senior Manager of Training Services and Diagnostics from PowerProbe. PowerProbeTech.com.
I was using mine extensively yesterday.
Yes,
that thing is cool.
He's going to tell us the tips and tricks and the pitfalls of using a PowerProbe. So we're going to now. Like I said, he is I want to get it right, the Senior Manager of Training Services and Diagnostics. So Joe, this is the right guy. I mean, you don't get anybody better than that.
Hell yeah! No, let's face it, because that tool got a bad rep for quite some time because people were blowing stuff up because they didn't know how to use it.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I was pretty gun shy. I mean, I have like 72,000 test lights, jumper wires, various clips and probes and whatever that, just to get around from using the Power Probe for a long time. And then I said, you know what? The heck with this. I actually got the. I didn't use the original Power Probe. I'm up to. I think mine's a 3. Yeah, with the voltmeter and whatnot. And it, like yesterday, it saved me a buttload of time on a Honda. Acura RDX.
I was just talking to someone too that has a hook. And says I know who it is. My niece's husband has the Power Pro hook, and he says, he used it once. He's not really, happy with it. It doesn't fit what he does. And I said, I may know a guy. I said, Joe may want to take that off your hands as a used tool.
Yeah,
so I may have a lineup for you on that. But then a couple weeks after that, on the 9th of September, we're going to be abusing Kim's show. We're going to take an hour of her show because we're doing a live remote from the Malba Car Show.
Yes,
that is September 9th.
Back to my homeland, back to the old country. Malba, Whitestone.
We'll be on Boulevard, and okay. I just got the guy's name whose house. We're going to be doing a live remote from there. That's going to be cool.
Just stand on the Whitestone Bridge and look one way, and you'll see us there. Look at all the cars there. You'll find us. Yeah.
Can't miss us. Then a week after that, on the 16th, we're going to have Bob O'Gorman on. He's from Autolift.org. That is a body that they train and they sanction lift safety. And they basically, by then I will have taken and passed, I'm sure, my lift safety certification course. And
teacher's pet, we know.
Hey, I'm going to have to take it like everybody else, so you know how that goes. It's you got to pass, you got to pass.
Yeah,
so.
Well, you know what? A lot of people don't know how to use lifts. Let's face it.
Right.
I go to shops and I just see them kick the legs under a car and pick it up and, damn the torpedoes, full speed up. In the meantime, now the car's got all kinds of nasty stuff. So knowing how to use a lift safely and properly is definitely paramount because that's a good way to get your butt killed.
Well, that'll be coming up in September. Until then, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, because we're
Kim.
Yeah, we're cutting into Kim again.
Thunder Road.
Sorry, Kim.
Stay tuned, and we'll be back next week. We'll see you then.
Bye.